Hi everyone and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Sunday the 18th of November. Thank you for joining me. As you can hear, my throat and my voice is back to normal, so I'm very happy about that. I'm using the Tarot of the Water again today because this is a collaborative deck and each card is designed by a different artist. They tried to do this years ago with the Tattoo Tarot. I used that a few times, but it just didn't work because the styles were so different and some of the cards were pretty gruesome, which I don't really like. So let's have a look at what's coming up here. Because these cards aren't as dark as the tattoo one, so it is different styles which kind of jar. That's often my main concern with using different artists. But yes, it's jarring, but it works in a way. I don't know. I like these cards. So, first of all, we have the Emperor. Then we have the Nine of Swords. And finally, we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay. So, the Emperor is the boss. In this case, he's kind of a funny boss. I don't know if I'd want to take instructions from this pirate-looking guy. The Emperor, why does he have 78 here? 78. 7 is mind and creativity. 8 is power. 8 and 7 is 15. That's 6, and that's opportunity. So yeah, he uses his mind and his power to look for opportunities to get on the throne. And he uses that by using Aries, pushing forward and not accepting no, getting yourself there. He has the Ankh of everlasting life. So it's not just enough to be the Emperor, but he wants to be the Emperor forever. Plus, he's also not content with that. He also wants to be able to look at everything going on in the world. He has the second sight, and he wants to be able to see everything going on in the world with everyone, and he wants to be in charge of that. So we have this constellation here, which kind of says everything's right with the world, I suppose. And regardless of the Emperor is a great card because it's an authority figure. It's someone you can rely on. It's someone you can go to in difficult times. But the Emperor here is someone who has such an outrageous, monstrous ambition that he's become a pirate. He's murdered other people to get their riches, and he's pushed forward and killed and fought to get to the top. And yes, that does make sense, because look at the CEOs of the world, look at the presidents, look at the chancellors, look at the people in power. We all know that old saying that, you know, people who are kind of sociopaths or psychopaths or something, if they're really clever about it, they can go undercover and do really well in institutions, like become CEOs, because they're so competitive, and they will walk over dead bodies to get to where they want to, and they could care less. So that's a nice added kind of meaning to the Emperor, because the Emperor is usually dad, and oh, thank goodness it's relaxation, and dad's gonna sort everything out for me, and I know everything's stable and solid. It's like Saturn. But in this case, it's like, you know, you'd think twice about asking him for help, because he'd probably be like, okay, I will protect you, but in turn, you have to pay me something every year. It wouldn't be a deal. Like, he isn't magnanimous, he's a pirate. So there's a sense of feeling really empowered and independent and massively ambitious if you embody the Emperor energy today. If you don't embody the Emperor energy today, you'll feel someone in your life or see someone in their life who's really crossing the line in loads of different areas just to get to the top. It's something that will grab certain people today and say, whatever, throw right and wrong out the window and do anything it takes to get to the throne. The Nine of Swords, really pretty card. I love it. The Nine of Swords is bad dreams, worrying about things at night. Look at that shark coming out of that black cloud. Isn't that the best? That's a symbol of anxiety. You know, when you're sitting there and suddenly the anxiety comes on you and you can feel it rising in your body and in your skin. It's like this huge black monster coming out of a black cloud. I love this. Joanna Nelson knows what it feels like to have anxiety and depression. Wake up, it says on this little boat, and all these swords are surrounding the boat. A cat is usually a symbol of protection from magic and from death, and she does protect you. She's taken on the death that these negative thoughts cause in you, and she is the master of these negative thoughts. So usually it's a woman lying in bed worrying. In this case, the negativity has been absorbed and transformed, and you're protected by this higher power that knows what it's like to be really feel almost at rock bottom, and you don't know what you're going to do with yourself, and you feel incompetent and like you don't have enough knowledge, and you doubt yourself and you're afraid. There's no reason to be afraid because the Three of Pentacles is the card of the expert. And you can see this young woman, she has drawn a picture of a ship, she's designed a ship, and now magically she's creating a hologram out of it so we can see it. So that in itself is a special skill. I don't know if you can create holograms, I certainly can't, but it's a special skill to design a ship in itself, to know how many oars you need, how many sails, what kind of front, you know, and how it's actually going to, how deep it sits, so what harbors and what ports it can go to. There's a lot of thought that goes into that. And the Three of Pentacles means that you're the expert. You even have other people working with you. You have three people's experience in yourself, okay? So it may be because you really just realize and understand that you have something special to offer, that you will not take no as an answer, and you'll say, get out of my way. I have woken up. I don't care about the negativity that's going to come towards me. I don't care about the people saying, how can you do this? You're going to destroy the whole family by working as an exotic dancer. What are you doing to us? We're all going to suffer because of your choice. But if that's your gift, to be an exotic dancer, and you really want to do it, you're going to have to really fight, like this pirate has. And other people will say, okay, we're going to disown you. We don't want that in our family, for instance. And the black cat provides you the strength and the protection from that kind of emotional death and character assassination. Let's say the Three of Pentacles is your expertise. Something else controversial. Let's say you've become really good at Scientology. You're into Scientology, you think it's going to lead you to fulfill your maximum potential. Unfortunately, your family isn't on board. They criticize you, or other people in your working environment criticize you, and they say, based on your religion, we're going to discriminate against you and we're going to throw you out. That is not going to pull you away from your beliefs. If anything, it's going to entrench you in your beliefs and make it even stronger. So today, what magically arises from the paper, if you do any work, what magically arises, something beautiful, something that's very, very, that takes a lot of skill. You can achieve your masterpiece. You can do something really good. And you'll have the energy and the drive to actually create an opportunity and to use your mind and your power to create something that is just yours, regardless of what other people think of it. You know, he's sitting on that throne. A lot of people are going to hate him sitting on that throne, and they're getting armies together to take him off it. But he's also got his army because he feels entitled to that throne. And as soon there's a line in some music group song, like a techno group in the 90s. If the sun were to doubt itself, it would go out. That's the line in the song. If the sun or the moon were to start doubting themselves, they would go out, as in they would disappear. There's no doubt here today. If anything, there is back off, leave me alone, I'm doing what I'm doing. And you can really, if you take that on and you say, okay, thank you for sharing. You think I'm disgusting for taking this job on, but I actually really love it. So I'm going to keep doing it. And this is an opportunity for you to really break through, stand in your own power, and do what it is you like. This is also a good day for people to come out of the spiritual closet. You know, if you want to say, I want to be an astrologer or a psychic reader, a lot of people are going to say, oh, you're for Satan. Oh, no, we can't do that. You used to be such a good Christian. Let Jesus save you. Or, I don't know, your family say astrology is not good, and we're going to disown you and throw you out as well. Or whatever institution you belong to, other people, I feel, are going to give you a negative message to wake up from this delusion that you're in. It's not a delusion, it's something you've discovered that you're actually really good at. It's just not socially acceptable, so other people will want to get you off course. Do what you want and do what you're meant to do. It can lead to a wonderful long-term future in your working life, in your career, in your finances, and it can be long-term success. But you have to work for it today. And you have the support of this beautiful black cat saying, imagine someone says to you, you can't do that. And you just give them that look back. They're going to be like, okay, maybe just do what you want. Because you're scaring me now and I'm leaving. So please, never underestimate what you can do. Don't let other people and the worries and how this is going to go down and what if I'm going to be excommunicated, what if people will hate me, what if people will stop liking me, what if I'm going to lose all my friends. It's a choice. If you want to be empowered and actually be your true self, then you're going to have to face some of that. But again, it's not going to hurt today because that black cat is absorbing all the negativity. That's why I have what are they called? A plinth. It's just like a monument. It's like the thing they have in Washington DC, that big pole thing. I think it's called a plinth. I don't know. I've got one in black in obsidian on my desk because black and that stone absorbs negative energy. And the cat does that, but also with magic. So you're already awake. You don't need other people to try and suppress you. So, courage. That's the message for today. 4 and 9 is 13. And 3 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. And 7 is mind and creativity. So it's your mind, it's your creativity, it's your practical skills that are going to get you on top. And you have the power to go there. Have a wonderful day. If you would like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. In my private readings, I use astrology, tarot, and numerology. The astrology chart shows me what your life purpose is, what you're good at work-wise, so what your vocational talents are. It shows me where you've been in past lifetimes and what you're continuing to do in this lifetime to progress spiritually. It shows me what's destined for you in love and romance, relationship, career, money, health. And I can also look at what's coming up in future over the next couple of months and years by using the predictive astrology, so the progress chart and the transits, as well as solar return charts and astrocartography. That's a great tool to see what places are going to affect you best, where to live. And I also use the tarot and the numerology to look at what's coming up for you in future. So if you're interested in that, please visit the website, gregoryscott.com, order your reading there, and I'll speak to you soon.